Hi everyone, I'm Max Dilendorf. I'm a New York attorney and the founder of Dilendorf Law Firm. My practice focuses on representing private clients, helping them navigate complex onshore and offshore estate structures, wealth preservation, and legal planning across jurisdictions. And in this episode, I want to talk about something that comes up a lot with our private clients in 2025, Cook Islands trusts. This isn't something exotic, one-size-fits-all solution, but for certain U.S. mines, it can be a smart part of a broader wealth protection and planning strategy. So today we'll walk through what a Cook Islands Trust actually is, what it makes sense, and when it doesn't. Let's start with the basics. What makes a Cook Islands Trust appealing? Well, there are a few reasons clients explore them. Well, first, the legal protection. Cook Islands developed one of the most advanced legal frameworks for asset protection in the world. If the trust is set up properly and proactively, it can help shield assets from future disputes or claims. And the legal standards are strict. Cook Islands law imposes a 1-year statute of limitations for most creditor claims. That means if a claim isn't filed within a year of the transfer, it's generally barred. Even if someone tries to bring a claim, they are required to prepay all legal fees upfront before the case can be brought in court. And that's a major hurdle in itself. And finally, the burden of proof is extremely high. In fact, it's beyond a reasonable doubt. That's a much higher legal threshold than the preponderance of evidence standard used in most U.S. civil cases. The bottom line, it's very difficult and costly for a potential creditor to collapse this kind of a trust. Second, it creates international diversification. Many clients want to move some of their wealth outside of the U.S., whether it's pursuing a secondary residency or passport, getting access to more reliable and cost-effective crypto custody solutions, or simply expanding their option in a rapidly changing global landscape. And that's exactly what this structure can help with. It adds a layer of distance, not secrecy. You still report everything to the IRS, but you're building an international component into your estate plan. Third, they are flexible. You can set them up for multi-generational planning so that you're not just thinking about your assets today, but how they will support your family for decades to come. Fourth, these trusts pair well with things like offshore LLCs banking. For example, we work with clients who use them to hold crypto, gold, or even property abroad through a trust-owned LLC. And fifth, you can add what's called a spend-thrift provision, which basically helps to protect your heirs from themselves or from situations like lawsuits, divorces, or bad financial decisions. Now, something we see a lot in 2025 is clients pairing a crypto Cook Islands Trust with Swiss private banking, especially when crypto is involved. Why? Well, because crypto custody in the US is still kind of a nascent thing. A lot of US trustees won't touch it, and the custody solutions that do exist here are often 4 to 5 times more expensive than you would pay in Switzerland. Swiss custodians are ahead of the curve when it comes to digital assets, and for high net worth clients, that can make a big difference. That said, Cook Islands trusts aren't the right option for everyone. They're expensive to maintain. You will need to file annual records, work closely with your CPA, and stay on top of IRS forms like 3520. This isn't something that you set and forget. And in some cases, U.S. Domestic trust can get the job done just as fine, especially if you're not dealing with international risks or large digital asset portfolios. Also, worth noting, Swiss banking doesn't require Cook Island trusts. We often set up Swiss accounts under U.S. domestic structures for clients who want diversification, but not the full offshore compliance load. So the bottom line, it's not about picking the best trust, it's about what's right for you in 2025 and beyond. That's why every structure we build starts with deep dive into full situation, your goals, risk exposure, tax profile, and what you want to accomplish in the long term. If you are considering an offshore planning or just want to understand how these strategies could fit into your estate plan, this channel is here to walk you through it. Thanks for watching. I'm Max Dilendorf. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next episode.